Member from Whitby, Oshawa.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Premier. A year ago, the Minister of Health was asked by Christine Elliott to expand post-stroke recovery services for those individuals between the ages of 20 through 64. She referenced the circumstances of a local Durham resident, Jim McEwen, who's championed changes to the legislation. Speaker, unless covered by private insurance, post-stroke survivors cannot receive the essential rehabilitation services that are needed for recovery. The minister responded at that time, Speaker, my ministry for some time has been working on the precise issue that she has raised. Mr. Speaker, 1 year after that statement was made in this House, nothing further has been forthcoming to help post-stroke survivors. When will the Premier and her government start to satisfy not only the expectation of Ontario residents, but its actual commitments?
Associate Minister of Health and Long-Term Care.
Associate Minister of Health and Long-Term Care.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the member opposite for the question and his ongoing advocacy. And I just want to say, as we all know, Minister Hoskins is absolutely committed to putting patients first and making sure Ontarians get the health care they deserve. And that's why, Mr. Speaker, in this budget we've increased base funding for Ontario's hospitals by $345 million, including a 1% increase to base funding. This is an investment that will keep not only hospitals open across our system, but also ensure that Ontarians get the care they deserve. But, Mr. Speaker, you know, we are making investments across the healthcare sector. And let me just give you an example. On Friday, I was up in Cochrane only to announce the redevelopment of 69 new beds, Mr. Speaker. These are the examples of the investments we continue to make in healthcare. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Answer. Supplementary.
Speaker, again to the Premier. Will the Premier now admit that she's been unable to implement this essential reform because of the inability of her government to adequately manage the healthcare system? Speaker, is this not simply further evidence of the systemic problems inherent with a government mired in its own scandal, waste and mismanagement? Or do post-stroke survivors have to attend $6,000 Liberal dinners to get their voices heard?
Thank you. Associate Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want to talk a little bit, Mr. Speaker, about some of the rehab services that we have been investing in. For example, Mr. Speaker, with our changes, we've doubled the number of publicly funded physiotherapy clinics in Ontario. In total, 200,000 additional seniors will have improved access to high-quality physiotherapy. By the end of 2014, CCAC has provided in-home services to an additional 35,000 clients. Mr. Speaker, we have set no limits on physiotherapy sessions to ensure that Ontarians get the rehab the services that they need, Mr. Speaker. And I can assure this House that the Minister, when he is back, will be able to speak at length about some of the investments we continue to make, Mr. Speaker. I can assure this House that our Minister and our Premier are committed to ensuring that Ontarians get the services they need and deserve at the right time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.